that?
I deleted Twitter.
As of when?
A couple weeks ago, I was like, I can't do this anymore because I was trying to be where my feet were. I got off for the first 2 weeks out of rehab and was unconscious. Next 2 weeks, I was cold as ice. So for me, I just needed to find a balance and just get back to being where my feet were. I think that was the biggest thing for me. So I was like, I got to get rid of my social media for a little bit.
So on that front, like, people are, I think expectations are going to be that you'll be successful right out of the gate. I know you want to be successful right out of the gate, but there's some struggles that go along with being a big leaguer. How do you prepare for that or deal with that?
Not setting expectations for myself too high. And I think the biggest trap for athletes in general is just like thinking that everybody has these super high expectations and trying to meet every single person's expectations. And for me, it's just kind of setting some goals for myself and then just trying to accomplish one at a time and just kind of take one step at a time, because there's going to be some rocky points for sure, especially still coming off the shoulder surgery. That's what I've witnessed over the past couple weeks. So just trying to be as consistent as I can be, find my routines, find what kind of leads me to just be ready to play every day.
Josh, I know your family's been a big part of this climb for you. What was their reaction when you told them the news? Assuming you told them the news first.
Oh, yeah. FaceTimed them both pretty quick after the fact. But it was just like, wow, you've worked your whole life for this. They sacrificed so much for me, so grateful for them. So it was just kind of a big moment for our family.
So where are you right now at the plate? You said you were hot, then cold. Now you're...
every day is like a new mystery, but just finding my routines and giving myself the best chance to step into the box and be successful. I had some good swings the past couple days against Sugar Land, so hopefully I can bring those to the box.
I think you are a guy who is pretty in touch with what's going on inside his head. September 1 came and went, and you weren't up here. And if we look at the numbers-wise, that's when it really kind of went downhill. Was there any disappointment that there wasn't a call that day?
I wouldn't say there was disappointment, but for me in my head it was like, okay, do more. And trying to do more led to me doing way less. And I think that was the biggest thing that I kind of learned from that moment was, okay, I didn't get my chance. I'm unconscious right now. How do I get my shot? Try to do more. And that's when everything kind of fell apart. And then the other thing is, too, like I'm coming off shoulder surgery. So, like, having success is great, but then you start trying to continue that and build with that. And it's like, well, this is baseball. It's going to humble you pretty quickly. And so then kind of got into this rhythm of, like, trying to chase old feels, like, kind of stuff that I felt last year that made me successful, but I keep forgetting sometimes that, like, hey, you have a new shoulder. You're probably not going to feel exactly the same way that you did a year ago. So it's just like that daily grind of figuring out what works for me and bringing that to the box.
Like, how many times have you dove on the shoulder?
Twice.
When was the last time?
In Albuquerque, one of the games in Albuquerque, okay. So 2 weeks ago.
I was going to ask you, just how much has it made you play different, or have you figured out what your limits are, or have you just kind of got to go do it and play, not worry about it?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is just do it, right? And once I dove and I pushed off the ground and got up, I was like, I'm good. I just haven't had to dive yet, or dove a lot, I guess. Is that the right word? What do you say that?
Dive.
But yeah, I'm good to do it all.
How important was it for you to be able to play third base, not just come back? I mean, because we had been told all along that if he comes back this year, it's going to probably be as a DH.
Yeah.
So how important is it for you to, to be able to do it, not just DH, but do all of it?
I mean, it just feels amazing. It went from literally probably not going to play all year, just doing some stuff in the off season, to okay, DH, and then okay, let's play third. So it was just huge shout out to the rehab staff, honestly. Me and Kai work together every single day, religiously. To the strength staff, rehab strength staff, just everybody involved. It's just like a huge shout out to them to get me back to this point. Because without them, I probably would not be here. My shoulder's probably stronger than it has ever been, because I don't know anybody that works on their non-dominant shoulder. So huge hats off to them, and it's just super great, and I'm super grateful just to be able to play third.
When did that conversation change? Like, we think you might be able to play third base?
It was an ongoing conversation the whole time, pretty much. February to March, it was like probably not playing this year. Week 12, week 16, come back. Got to start swinging the bat at week 16. kind of seeing how everything was going, seeing how my shoulder was responding, then the conversation started to change a little bit, I would say. So between the 4 and 5 month mark is when it really started, hey, let's see what we can do here.
So you will consider these next 3 weeks successful if you do what?
Just stay true to who I am, just being me, finding my routines, and just no matter what happens, just staying positive and being a good teammate, honestly.
Josh, you nervous at all?
Absolutely. It's everything I've ever been working for my entire life, so absolutely.
Is this your first time in here?
I was in here in January. We had like a little camp deal,
That's right. That's right.
That was a leadership camp, right?
leadership camp, yeah.
What have the last 6 months or so been like for you?
A complete 180. Going from on this super high coming into camp to, oh snap, I'm not going to play this year, to actually getting out to play games in Arizona, and then getting to an affiliate, and now getting a chance up here in the big leagues. Just, I can't even really describe it. It's just a whirlwind of emotions that I've gone through the past 6-7 months.
What did, when you got the hot start, obviously you came out, hit all those home runs right away, how did that feel? I mean, obviously it had to be some
Unbelievable.
just,
It was honestly like, wow, I'm kind of back. But then it got hit in the face pretty quickly. But no, it felt great. Everything felt great. But yeah, it's just don't try to do too much. Just stay true to who you are. That's got to be my motto the next couple days, couple weeks.
Josh, tell us about the moment that you first found out you were coming to Arlington.
We were talking about how I just hit a ball off the wall and I needed to see the strength coach try to get that one over the wall. It was kind of funny. Hagen was making a little joke, but just running through my head, it was just like super, super excited. I still don't think it's really truly hit me yet. I'm sure it will tomorrow night, but just super happy. Honestly, just these feelings of joy just ran through me. I couldn't even really express it. I was just like, oh, wow, here we go.
So Matt told you, was it in front of the whole group, or was it in his
He
office?
brought me into the office first, and then we went out there and told the whole group.
Okay. Cool.
Good.
Did you drive?
Last night, yeah.